Next story, you guys. It seems your girl has lost her $100 million case. That's right. Blac Chyna did lose her $100 million defamation case to the Kardashians. Not surprised. I did not think that she was going to win. And now she's spent all this money on lawyer fees and child. You know, she's saying that she wants to appeal the decision. Actually, her mom has gotten together a GoFundMe. That's right. Tokyo Tony has a GoFundMe that as of the time that I was writing up the notes for this video, it had $480. They're trying to raise $400,000. And listen, even though I'm sure Blac Chyna has many expenses, she hasn't paid her taxes in many years. You know, she said that she lost money. She probably not getting paid for appearances and things like that. You know, we saw her on Love and Hip Hop. That wasn't a good fit for her. You know, she kind of feel like she's wading, treading water, you know, and just having a hard time. I get all of that. I get all of that. But you know what? It's time to go to work. Okay? It's just time to get a job. All right. I cannot listen. I can't be putting money in a GoFundMe for somebody that was already rich for something like this. It's just time to go to work, baby. All right. And I mean, Blac Chyna don't seem like she's opposed to going to work. As a matter of fact, they said that she signed on. She told us that she signed on for celebrity boxing match. So in June, the beginning of June, she'll be in a celebrity boxing match. But then she go and say, you know, now who wants to fight me? I said, girl, you ain't even got an opponent, but you didn't got signed up for this shit. This bitch really needed the job, don't she? They was like, do you want to do it? Yes, I want to do it, no matter who it is. Now, they say that Johnny Blaze has decided that she wants to fight Blac Chyna. And I mean, I guess get your money, boo. I mean, do what you got to do, but yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested in fighting Blac Chyna, you know, she did put it out there. You know, whoever want to fight her, let us know. We're going to see if Johnny Blaze gets the gig. I done told y'all about them strippers, honey. They fights to the death, so it might be some shit. It might be something to see, but honey, the strippers got a whole extra bag of whoop ass that they... Child, I done seen some strippers get into some knockdown, drag out. Like I thought motherfuckers were gonna kill each other. So, it might be something to see, y'all. So we'll see. But yeah, lost the case. Hey, better luck next time. But yes, it's time to get to work. And then you guys, real quickly, DJ Mustard. Okay, mama named him Dejon Isaiah McFarland. Oh, that's why it would be Mustard, DJ Mustard. I get it, you guys. They say that he has filed for divorce from his wife, Chanel Theory, after 3.5 years of marriage. Okay, of course, he's cited irreconcilable differences, and he's done. Now, even though they've only been married for 3.5 years, they say that they have been together you know, over a decade. They have 3 children together that range from ages 2 to 10. And you guys remember they had gotten engaged, and then I think she decided to call off the engagement, and then they weren't getting married, and then they got back together and they decided that they was going to get married, and then they got married, and now 3.5 years later, child, they was like, fuck this, it's over. Okay. And when you've been with somebody for over 10 years and you guys have been on and off all the time, I mean, I guess this is just kind of how it goes. You know, you back and forth and all of that. I guess he decided to give it the old school try, see if he can make it through as a husband, and well, it didn't quite work out for them. So they will be getting a divorce, and anybody that's interested in either Chanel or Mr. Mustard, they'll be available sometime soon. How many damn airplanes is gonna fly by? Shit. All right, you guys, next story up. I don't want to talk about this long because honestly, I'm just so over this RayJ and Kim Kardashian sex tape. I cannot understand why we're talking about. I mean, I know why we're talking about it, because on the Kardashians' new show on Hulu, the topic has been brought up again. All right. And it's so clear that they're using this topic to pump up the views for the show, because if they didn't want us to know about this tape situation, it was supposed to be so distressing for Kimberly for it to resurface. Supposedly Saint, has found out about the tape. He hasn't actually seen the tape itself, but he's heard about it, and I guess he must have questioned his mom, and she was so upset that that this could have the potential to be out and her kids might see it. Girl, the internet is forever. But anyway, they brought this back up on the show, so that's now why it is all over the blogs and all of that. But supposedly on the show, there's an emotional moment when Kanye makes a trip from Montana to wherever Kim Kardashian and her people are, and he's flown there last minute, brought a laptop and I guess a hard drive that supposedly contains the final and only other copy of the sex tape, that fateful weekend when Kim Kardashian and RayJ were out and fucking and recording each other. And supposedly he was the one that got it from RayJ, met him somewhere, got it from him and brought it to her. Okay. And she's crying all in the clip and all of that. Well, RayJ was like, you know what? Enough of this. Okay. What the young kids say, that's cap. He said that he's tired of letting them run with this narrative, and that he was threatening to have a second tape. He said he never was threatening to do that this was a business deal that him and Kim and Chris had set up from the very beginning, which I think that we already knew that was a business deal. He probably didn't make as much as Kim Kardashian did in that deal, but RayJ still did get some notoriety from that sex tape as well. But RayJ has his own money. He comes from money. His family is successful and all of that as well, so he said that it was a business deal. They had it set up. Now he's tired of, letting them run with this narrative that he was threatening to put out a second tape and all this, that he was never going to do that. He said that he never was threatening to do any of these things and that he's tired of it. That all could be very much true, but my whole thing is, RayJ, you have let them run with this narrative for all these years and didn't say anything. Now you want us to be upset with them because you let them do it? Like I said, he did. However, inadvertently, he did gain some notoriety from this as well. So if you was feeling some kind of way so much about it, you should have said something from the very, very beginning. Now I can't care. Okay, because all y'all richer than me. So it's rich people problems. He said that they're just using them, but that's what the Kardashians do. They will chew you up and they will spit you out. All right. But RayJ is going to be fine because RayJ comes from family that has it too. Okay. And honey, you don't want to fuck with King Sonia because King Sonia will chew you up and spit you out, as well. So we ain't trying to go against the king, but yeah, it's just like, oh well, RayJ, hey, you should have nipped this shit in the bud a long time ago. All I can say is, hey, I hope he gets it straight. This will pass. The witches of Calabasas will come up with something else. Okay. And RayJ and this sex tape will be, a memory, a distant memory once we continue on with the show. So he just got to get through these next couple of episodes and then it's going to be all right. But y'all let me know what you think about it. Do you guys believe RayJ? Okay. Did you? I believe him. I do believe him. I just can't worry about it. But y'all let me know what you think. All right, you guys, next story up. Child, this story just really caught me by surprise last night. But in my comments when I was asking you guys for suggestions, somebody said that supposedly Gizelle and Gizelle Bryant from Real Housewives of Potomac and Peter Thomas, okay, the ex-husband of Cynthia Bailey from Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're saying that those two are dating. And so when somebody said that it came out on Media Takeout, I was just like, okay, we already know that we don't believe Media Takeout. However, I will admit that Media Takeout was correct about Megan Good and her husband breaking up. Okay, so maybe, it's always some truth to it somewhere. And so we can't completely throw this out, because they was up on the tee on that one. But when I first heard it, I was just like, I don't believe it. But then people started inboxing me and was like, yes, girl, they're saying that it is. It's all over Twitter. Supposedly, Gizelle has been showing up at Peter Thomas's, I guess he's opened a Bar One or Sports One, whatever the restaurant or the lounge is. He's opened it up in the DMV area. All right. And Gizelle has been frequenting it a lot. And there's a picture of him, her, and Robin at his establishment And people said that she and Peter just seem to have been very, very cozy when she is there. And I was just like, child, wouldn't that be some shit to see on? Listen, I would be here for it. I would be here for it. Although it is fucked up that Gizelle would be dating Peter Thomas. You know, supposedly she's friends with Cynthia Bailey. This is her ex, but I don't think of it the same way that I do with with the Portia and the Simon and the old girl situation, because Cynthia ain't thinking about Peter. They've been broke up for many, many years, and you know, all of that. So even though it is sort of little side eye worthy, like, girl, I mean, all the niggas in the world and you still fucking around, you trying to fuck around with Peter Thomas, okay? But yeah, honey, Peter said he gonna be the next champagne holder of Real Housewives of Potomac. Come on, Patricia, I'm not mad. Seeing Gizelle and Peter being as petty as they both can be, they both messy, they both love to gossip, they both love to argue with the women on the show. Charlotte Patricia would fit in perfectly. I could just see Peter being on there and just being just as messy, especially with the men that's on the show. We already know that Gizelle is going to be getting into it with Candace's husband, and Chris Bassett has already been putting all kind of tweets out and saying all kind of outlandish shit. So can you imagine seeing Peter and Chris in a conversation, okay, / argument? Oh my God. Because that Chris will be probably real mad, and then Peter gonna get mad right along with him. It's gonna be some nigga shit, y'all. It's gonna be some shit to see. So yeah, I am 100% here for Peter and Gizelle, and just coming up with the shenanigans that they will on Real Housewives of Potomac. Even though I'm just like, girl, you better hold on to your shit, because we know that Peter don't have the best reputation when it comes to money. Okay. You know, I can tell you some stories of some things that I've heard about him around Atlanta. Trust me. So girl, all I can say is be careful. But honey, she's already had practice with Jamal Bryant. Gizelle said, bitch, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Okay, don't worry the fuck about me. All right, honey, I got this. So yeah, if Peter and Gizelle are seeing each other, I am here for it. I'm here for it. I would love to see it on Real Housewives of Potomac. Child, that would make for some good TV. And we will see, because if she has been going to that bar place, then they've been catching that on camera. I know they're recording right now. So yeah, come on with it, Patricia. What y'all think? Y'all ready to see the newest flute holder? All right, you guys, next story up. So prayers are up for Miss Juicy Baby. Okay, mama named her Charlene King. Well, I think it might have just been Charlene King, but she's Charlene King Pearson now. We don't know exactly what happened to Miss Juicy Baby, but last week, probably right around the time that I did Top of the Blogs last week, it came out that she had been rushed to the hospital. She was in ICU. She was unconscious, and they were soliciting prayers. They never said, like I said, what it was, but Ricky Smiley kind of had insinuated that she may have had like a heart attack or a stroke. And had said that she was unconscious. So it was bad, whatever the situation was. Her management company, I believe, finally did come out. Once they got her stabilized, they said that she is stable. She is still in ICU, and she is recovering. I don't know if she is still unconscious or if she has been, brought back and is able to speak, or is even awake. But yeah, you guys. Now, you guys know Miss Juicy Baby from Little Women Atlanta. They said that she had been having some health problems in the past, so she was making a conscious decision to change her eating habits and her healthy habits and exercising and things like that. She's been doing that for the last couple of years, trying to be more aware of what her body needs to sustain her. But like I said, she's had something has happened, and we don't know. But what we do know is that we can pray that she comes out of it on the other side, and continues to recover well. So we'll just send up a prayer for Miss Juicy Baby, and hopefully she's okay soon. All right, you guys, and I did want to say a rest in peace to Naomi Judd, country singer Naomi Judd, who I did not even realize this happened on Saturday. I was watching the news on Monday morning, and they were saying how they will remember Naomi Judd forever. And I was just like, what happened? Did she die? Well, apparently, her daughters, Ashley and Winona, had put out on Saturday that she had died from mental health issues, mental health struggles, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, did she have some sort of degenerative disease? I thought maybe Alzheimer's or something else that, that people usually succumb to when they have that illness, but they just said mental health struggles. So I didn't really know what that meant, but I did see on Good Morning America that she has had struggles. She was in an interview with Robin Roberts, I guess a couple of years ago, and she didn't even look like herself. I didn't even recognize her. But she was talking about in that interview how she had been diagnosed with like super severe depression, that they had basically tried every procedure, every treatment that they could on her, and that she just could never get pulled out of this deep depression that she's been suffering from for years and years and years and years. And I do remember hearing some stories about the Judds and how the daughters had issues with the mothers growing up and, things like that. But I still didn't realize that she really suffered from depression like that. But she was talking about it. She did come out with a book, I think they said in 2016, called The River of Time, My Descent into Depression and How I Emerged with Hope. So I guess what was happening is that she would fall into this deep, deep depression, and then she would kind of get pulled out, and it was like this never-ending cycle. People who suffer from depression, I'm sure you guys can very much relate, okay? So, but in that interview with Robin Roberts, she was very much hopeful, and I guess she was trying to get back to singing and performing with her daughter. We do know that at the most recent Country Music Awards that was on, they performed together. Winona and Naomi Judd, they performed together. They hadn't performed together in, they said, over 20 years on stage. I didn't even realize it had been that long, but they said that they hadn't performed together, that she, was doing well, and that she performed with her. They were about to go on a tour that was kind of almost feels like a foreshadow, but it was like the final tour was the name of the tour, and they were going to go on, I think it was a 10-city tour and sing together and perform for the last time, but she died. Now it has come out that she actually committed suicide, which just hurts my heart, for you to have suffered from depression for all of these years, and then for you to get to that age where I'm sure she has, her kids, her grandkids and all, and still feel that you can't deal and you want to end it all. You guys, our mental health is so, so important. And this is just another reminder that it doesn't matter how old you are. We have kids, young kids that have depression. We have old folks that have depression, and everybody in between, okay, that are suffering from this, trying to find the answers, and some who just don't get those answers, and some who just eventually can't take it anymore and they do kill themselves. So that really made me sad once I realized that that's what was the reason for her, taking her final breath. But just terrible, you guys. And like I said, look out for your people. Just check on your people. And don't just think that just because they old and they've lived their life and all, that they still don't get sad about things. I mean, just think about the older you get, the more people you lose in your life. If you've lived to see, you've seen people die, people that die young, many things. They've been through so much, and then they get to the point where all of their friends have died and it's just them left. That would be depressing. You don't want to see your people die and to be like one of the ones that's lasted all this time. I mean, I that has to be hard as well. So just check on your people all around. And again, if you're contemplating suicide, make sure that you have somebody that you can reach out to. If you have to call a hotline, I'll leave the number for the suicide prevention hotline. But if you have people out there that you can turn to, whether it's at your church, whether it's just one of your friends that definitely know how to listen, if you go and get formal counseling from a therapist, just make sure that your mental health is in the forefront, because people are dying from mental health issues as well. Okay, so she was 76 years old. She had her two daughters, Ashley and Winona, a score of other family and friends. Rest in peace to Naomi Judd. I know y'all like these damn airplanes. Okay, and then lastly, you guys, a celebratory moment for our girl Candy and her husband Todd Tucker. Okay, she let us know that after many months of keeping quiet, not letting us know what was going on, they were ready to announce that she and Todd were going to be part of the production team for August Wilson's play, The Piano Lesson, that will be on Broadway. Okay, she was pumped up because it has an all-star cast. It's going to star Samuel L. Jackson. We know that he had his starts on the stage. It's going to also star Danielle Brooks and John David Washington. Danielle Brooks from Orange is the New Black fame. She's also going to be playing, who does she play in The Color Purple? Was it Celie? Not Celie. Fanny is playing Celie. She's playing Sophia, I believe. And then, of course, we know John David Washington is Denzel Washington's son, who has picked up the baton, picked up the torch, and is an acting. He's great at what he does as well. Apparently, Denzel says that his daughter is an actress, and she's better than all of them. Okay, so we'll see what the daughter does, but that's what Denzel says. So, but anyway, they will be in that play along with many other Black people. This is a Black Broadway play. She said that she was brought in to the production team by Brian Moreland, who I guess maybe helped put her and Todd's name out there, and just the dream. Now, she did produce also. She was part of the producing team for Thoughts of a Colored Man. You guys remember that was also in Broadway. That was them, I guess, dipping their toe in the water and just seeing if this was something that they wanted to do. Apparently she enjoyed that very much, and now it looks like Candy and Todd are trying to make a name for themselves, over in the Great White Way. Okay, good for them. Good for them. We need some more diversity. At one time it was very hard for Black people to just get up on that stage. In Broadway, you was off Broadway or all of that. But this is now, we bringing it to the forefront, and we've got somebody who cares about our community, trying to put the right people in place to make sure that these productions come out for us. So yeah, you guys, that is Black girl magic. I was going to give her the fist pump of right. We could still give Candy the fist pump of righteousness, for that Black girl magic, even though this is a team. But Candy is the reason why Todd is where he is. They are definitely a team and all that, but it was a definite, they're turning out to be a power team, a power couple, and good for them. Just good for them, you guys. So the pre-sale tickets are already available. The normal ticket sales start on May 13th. It starts in New York, on Broadway, September 19th, and it will be at the St. James Theater. Will you be going? All right, you guys, and that is it. Let me get on off of here. Work is about to actually, I'm a little late for work, so let me hurry up and get off of here, you guys. We do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.